Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Morning Hustle. This dude is hustling hard. He topping the charts and killing it out there in the streets. He got one of the hottest albums out there right now called Wasteland. One time for Brent, Faiyaz.
What's going on?
Man, well, yo, welcome to the party. And yeah, it's dope to catch you while so many dope things are happening for you all at once.
I appreciate you for having me. Happy to be here.
The album is incredible. Like, ever since I started playing it, I literally haven't turned it off. I had things to do. I'm supposed to be listening to other things. I put your album right back on.
Ah, that's love.
You know, when you were in the process of creating it, how did that even come about?
I think it's just a collection of ideas. You know what I mean? Just going to different places and just soaking up game from wherever I'm at and creating experiences and just making the music about it.
So, like, traveling, that works better for you when you're creating.
Yeah, I do a lot of writing on the plane, so every time I'm moving around, I can
like
just clear my head and
Yeah.
sprinkle some writing in there.
Productivity, man. Like, and it plays out almost like a story or a movie, if you would say. You know, even bringing back the skits, it keeps the project grounded.
Yeah.
If you had to explain Wasteland like it was an elevator pitch, like in Hollywood, if they're trying to sell a story or a movie, it's the elevator pitch. Well, it's about this. What would you say it's about?
I say Wasteland is this post-pandemic culmination of just thoughts and ideas and a reflection of where we at right now, but also like my personal story of stuff that's going on around me and what I'm doing at this time.
Yeah.
So I recorded a lot of it during the pandemic, so that's why I called it Wasteland, because after coming out of it, that's what I felt like we was in.
You always incorporate skits in your projects, but this one was just so cinematic. Like, you could literally picture everything that was going on. Like, I'm not going to give it away because some people may not have listened yet, but even like the tragic ending, you know what I mean? And I look at it like a sadder Romeo and Juliet kind of thing. So, like, the creation of these skits and just how involved you were with it, like what was the process of that?
My executive producer, shouts out to Freeze, he had this idea, so he wrote the scripts for it. A way to, I guess, kind of tie in the records that we had.
Yeah.
So he wrote the script. I went in with some voice actresses and they in a movie studio, and we went and we cut it. And I figured it'd be good to just go there. You know what I mean? Like, let's make a story out of this. Let's take it somewhere it ain't been before. And
it's only 3 skits, but it feels like a whole entire movie. And then when you get to the end, you kind of feel like it's a cliffhanger, but then you listen to that last song and it's almost like you're telling the ending in that song.
Yeah,
what the hell? You're like a genius. What are you doing over here?
We gonna keep it going though. Like I'm real excited for like the next project. So I'm just constantly working on like the next thing, seeing how we're gonna like elevate the story and take it somewhere else.
Word. And like, when you think about like the titles and the narratives and things like that, like she says, very cinematic. You got a record on there, Price of Fame. And there's a lot of things that we sacrifice as we climb up that ladder and get the things that we always wanted.
Definitely.
What do you feel like the biggest thing that you had to sacrifice was now that you you're a household name?
I say time. You know what I mean? Like free time. Like, you don't really get to spend as much time with your family as you will when you're kicking it. You don't get to spend as much time dating or finding love and things like that. You don't spend as much time kicking it. Like, you always spending time working. So I say just my time,
Are you still having fun?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course you are. But a lot of your energy is put into your music. So I did read somewhere that you said sometimes it's difficult to perform some of your records. Do your fans get a little upset with you? Because I recall, I think it was Summer Walker or somebody, she wasn't able to perform one of her records because it felt too hard for her. And they were really upset at her for not performing that song. So do you get that feedback at all ever?
No, I mean, it'd be real, it'd be emotional, you know what I mean? But I never been in a space where I just didn't perform it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I did it, I'm gonna perform it. But I guess, different strokes for different folks.
Yeah.
Like, that story might have been different, like whatever was attached to that record that made her not want to perform it. So I get it.
Yeah.
But as your catalog expands, right? Like, let's just say you had the set you were doing before Wasteland came out. And these are the songs that are always going to be on the set.
Right.
Sometimes you got to make some cuts, snips. As you get ready to embark on, your next adventure or go on the road or whatnot, what songs are not going to make the cut from the previous playlist to make room for the new stuff off of Wasteland?
I don't know. It's going to be hard because I haven't done a live show like with the whole set list in so long. Like, most of my recent catalog I've never performed yet. So it's gonna be a lot that ain't make the cut, man. It's a lot of songs. I gotta see, man, because it's something that I really love performing. But I know it's like I gotta make room for the new stuff that people gonna love. So I think every record that I perform moving forward is gonna be like banger after banger after banger after banger after banger. You know what I mean?
Addiction is one of my favorite records.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just fucked up, right? This is what you're saying, and a lot of people, they deem you in the toxic space. Now, I know it's a double meaning on that, but at the same time, it's hard for people to admit they're the problem in situations. Have you ever been the problem in a situation?
Absolutely. And we all done been the problem. If you say you ain't never done been a problem, you lying. Everybody done been the problem in a situation. You know.
Are you honest with yourself about that, or do you lie to the woman in yourself, or how do you do that?
I'm the same way I'm in my music. I'm definitely in real life. I'm very blunt. I made a mistake. Hey, you got it. My fault. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what it was. I did a little too much. My bad. You feel me? Mm-hmm. Yeah. I try not to really sugarcoat too much or nothing.
We could tell.
Yeah. But you know, also I think like with realizing I don't want to constantly be explaining myself all the time though.
Right.
So it's like I ain't finna do nothing that I'm scared to say. You feel me?
So even in a relationship?
No, I ain't gonna do nothing I'm scared to talk about. I'm gonna just keep it real. Like, hey, I did this. Sorry. You know what I'm saying?
Seemed like you was kind of hiding things on this album with the person that you were in a situation with. She was calling the phone back to back. You was with another girl. Has that ever happened where a girl was blowing your phone up and you didn't tell her the truth?
Nah, that's fictional. That was written. Yeah, I don't
Sold
be
it
on
well.
that.
Wow.
Definitely sold it well.
So you make a lot of people cry.
Not intentionally. You know what I mean? But I ain't about to be sitting here crying. You feel me?
So it's either you or me.
Yeah, I sleep well at night. You feel me? Like, keep it real.
Savage for real.
So when you're telling your life story within your music, right? Like, you know, what is like some of the biggest like collateral damage that you have to deal with? Because sometimes, you know, people are like, yo, is that song about me? Like, you know, have people been hitting you up wondering what's what? And, you know, like...
Typically, even if it's about like a certain situation or a certain chick, I might play it like before it come out. You know what I mean? Like, be like, hey, listen to this real quick. Like, tell me what you think. But most of the time, like they love it. It don't. It's like it's music. Because sometimes I might pull from a situation that really wasn't that serious. It could have been something that's like it was just some real regular, like it wasn't even that serious, and then I put it in a record and make this big emotional record out of it. But it could have been something as subtle as waking up and having breakfast and having a conversation with her. But that influenced the record. So it's not necessarily always something that's super emotional and long and drawn out. But you can make something emotional out of it.
Have you ever been in a situation where you felt like you fell for a person at first sight, like you didn't want to be from around them? Because I've seen in the skit too, you said, I'm going to see you tomorrow, this, that, I'm going to see you, I don't want to leave you, whatever. Have you ever been in a situation where you stuck with a person for like a good 2-3 weeks and you just met him?
Definitely.
Yeah, like come with me to the next
all the
place.
time. I'm famous for that. I'm not even gonna lie. I might walk around New York and just meet some chick and just be like, yeah, I'm staying at your house for a good week and a half.
For real? You'll go to their house?
Yeah, I'm chilling.
That's not dangerous?
Yeah, chilling. They making me empanadas and all that.
That's dope. So you kind of like a go with the flow kind of dude.
Yeah.
Like wherever the wind blows, you just go for the adventure. Like, what's like the wildest thing that's happened on one of these like random chance encounters? Like, you know, as far as like, all right.
It's all type of random things, man. I feel like a lot of it was during the pandemic, just because I was just moving around. That's probably like not the best time to just be traveling and staying with random people, but I don't know. I was chilling.
You had a good time.
Yes, indeed.
And it's inspiring because then you could just make a record out of it.
Yeah. I mean, and after Word that just came out, I was hot and I couldn't really work the project or go anywhere or do any press or nothing, so I was just moving around.
You got some dope people on the album. Tyler, the Creator, Alicia Keys. You obviously collab with Raphael Sadiq on a lot of things. But you did say that Alicia Keys was the first album that you purchased. What album was that and what was your favorite record?
Diary of Alicia Keys.
Yes.
I liked her rendition of, I think she covered the Gladys Knight record, If I Was Your Woman.
Yeah.
I felt like she was singing to me, bro. I'm like 6-7 years old and I'm just like, man.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
So how does that feel now to have a record with somebody that you at 6 years old was like, she's singing to me?
It's surreal, man, because in addition to like, it's different when you discover an artist when you start making music or like in your teenage years or something like that. But it's like, it hit a little different when it's somebody initial introduction to music. So I learned about music through Alicia Keys.
Wow.
So to get in the studio with her was kind of surreal.
And you didn't have her sing on that record. Was that her choice or yours? She kind of rapped.
Mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So what made you choose rap over sing?
I remember her on the video she had with Mos Def.
Yeah.
What song was it?
How come? What's the thing?
Now what goes up comes down.
Nah, her first.
You don't know my name.
You don't know.
Yeah, and she worked at the coffee shop.
Yeah.
And she was calling him up and they did a back and forth. So I heard her
Can
phone
I speak
voice.
to Michael?
Yeah. So I was like, it'd be hard if you sounded like that type of thing.
Damn, that's fire.
The end result came out pretty dope, gotta say.
Yeah.
So, like, I mean, you're Alicia Keys to somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody's listening to Brent Faiyaz, like, yo, this is who I aspire to, like, you know, like, to be like. Have you had those interactions with people who are, like, you know, on the rise? And, you know.
Yeah, it's kind of nuts because I still feel like I'm new and got so much to prove and I'm just figuring things out. But it's like, it's people making music now, you know what I'm saying, that be like, man, like, your music, like, I'm like, what? Like, for real, like this got you through. You was how old when you? And I do the math and I'm thinking, man, that's crazy. Like you was 16, 17, like listening to my stuff, 14, 15, and now you 20s. Like that, I just feel like, man, I'm old. Like
They growing with you though. I mean, but what would you say your biggest success is? I mean, because you got chart success. You had like 7 joints, like, you know, debut on the Billboard charts when your album dropped. Like, you know, what do you consider like the big gold medal out of all this? Is it the impact that you have on people that your music influences, or is it the, you know, the awards, the accolades, and the money?
I've always been more just about the people. You know what I mean? Just like, just reaching people. People walking up to me being able to be like, man, yeah, it got me through this, it got me through that, you feel me? That was always more important to me than accolades and all of that. But I'm at this point now where I'm like, I want to take over the world, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm like, you know, I got my people with me, like, let's go. You feel me?
You debuted at #2 and some people were shocked. Some people was like, I've been telling you about Boy. Did that inspire you, or did that affect you that some people were doubting that you can even chart that high with your second project?
I'm gonna keep it high. I never really like looked at numbers like that. I never wanted to be #1 until I saw that I could potentially be #1. So I'm like, I'm #2. I might as well go for #1. You know what I mean?
Right.
I know that's right.
But now I'm not really like now it's like, now I see it like firsthand. I'm like, man, like it's people loving the music like this, it's moving like this, like might as well keep going hard.
So were you just as shocked to see you at #2?
Yeah, to be honest with you, I was like, when we was working on a project, I was like, we're gonna like just talking, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we doing this, we doing that, because it was possible, you feel me? But
Yeah.
to hit it, I was kind of like, whoa, that's a little
I saw
a little crazy.
Yo, Brent, I saw a dope billboard. Like, it was around the time your album dropped, and it said, "I apologize in advance for how I'm gonna behave once this album comes out." Elaborate on that, man. Cause
I was looking at, like, when I announced the album and started rolling it out, I looked at social media and that's what everybody was saying. Everybody was like making TikToks and tweeting like, sorry for Home B when this album comes out. So we just took that and put it on the billboards.
Yeah, you definitely got the City Boys playing. That's what they say, the City Boys, because that toxicity comes all the way out. You said, even in your other album, I've been fucking superstars since I was how old?
19.
19 years old. So you say everything in your stuff is true. I know you're private, so I'm not going to ask you who. But I will ask, do you still keep in touch with any of those females?
Yes, indeed.
And do they come back around, if you know what I mean?
Time to time. I be chilling, man. I'm like, you know, I'm friendly.
So how do you stay low, though? Because when it's somebody like you, who you're very noticeable, and I'm pretty sure they were very, very noticeable, do you just keep it in the crib? Do you stay low, or you just go to low places?
A lot of things is like, because I'm low key, I feel like women kick it with me because I'm low key. So it's like, if I'm trying to be low key, I'm finna kick it with him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not finna do the most.
Yep, that lyric set me on like a really weird wild goose chase on Genius. You know, sometimes they'll elaborate a little bit more because I was trying to find the clue. Like, who is he talking about? You know what Genius says about that lyric?
What?
It refers to a wild night that you had with Robbie Williams. Not to be confused with Robin Williams, but Robbie Williams, the UK dude. I was like, okay, cool.
Oh, no.
Anyone could type in, just chat anything on here, apparently.
I don't know no Robbie Williams.
Yo, he's like big overseas, but yeah, like there's no way in hell. Like, I just knew that was an off lyric.
Well, because I
Genius
was
gotta
a
fix
man.
that one.
Yeah, that's a little
Clearly.
that ain't it.
At all.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yo, but
That's
for
not what I'm
people,
referring to.
for people who have been following your journey though, like, you know, Sonder, you know what I'm saying? Like, I see that, you know, D-Pat showed up on the production side on this new project. Where's our two at? Will there ever be a reunion? What's up?
I have no idea.
Really?
Yeah, he one of them dudes where he'll just disappear. I think he in Africa or somewhere.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he.
You can't find him,
Yeah.
or like, how do you get in contact?
I don't know. He'll pop back up. He'll hit you with a random be like, yo. Like,
That's
I guess he back, you know what I mean?
hilarious.
But it's not off the table. Like, as long as everybody come back in the fold, right?
Yeah.
That's dope.
So okay, back to the relationship thing. You can't be a cheater, right? Because you're very honest about everything that's going on. So would you consider yourself a cheater at any point, or?
Nah. I mean, I've cheated. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't. But I've immediately I'll just be like, like if I could do this that easy, like then this ain't it. So I just be like, I can't be with you no more.
Is it cheating if you're out of town?
Yeah. I mean, if it's cheating, if you told somebody that you wasn't going, like, if I told you I ain't finna mess with nobody and I did that, then I'm cheating.
I'm just making sure. Have you ever been cheated on?
Even texting DM and stuff like that is cheating.
You do. So you do think texting someone else, DMing someone else is cheating?
Yeah, that's intent. That's like anything that I would say is cheating. That's cheating if I do.
Even if they never touch, never link up.
Defense, brother. Like,
Yeah, because this is interesting to me.
That's cheating. I can't rock like that. I gotta keep it real with you. If I said I'm not gonna do this, I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
How did you get caught when you got caught?
I didn't. I admitted it and then was like, I can't be with you no more. It was a little too easy to do that. You feel me?
I'm that kind of person that would tell on myself I cheated even if I didn't get caught.
Yeah.
But people say that is just you deflecting and putting your guilt off on somebody else, that if they didn't find out, you should just be quiet.
What?
Because you're hurting someone. But you like to see girls cry.
No, not at all. I hate that. I hate seeing women cry.
So why do you do things that'll make a woman cry?
It's on accident. Would y'all cry for anything?
No, it's not on accident.
Sometimes for dramatic effect.
It's
Y'all be
sometimes
crying.
for cheating.
Sometimes y'all be crying because y'all want to cry. It's like I know I'm gonna get what I want if I start crying.
You know good and damn well no woman is just gonna start crying because she wants to cry. You made her cry, but you might convince yourself in your mind that she's crying because she wants to cry.
Listen, man. Regardless, I'll cry with you.
You would? Would you walk out while she's crying? Or do you wait till she's done?
I guess it depends who it is. If you always crying, then it's gonna be like, I'm up out of here. But if I don't really see you cry like that and you start crying, I'm gonna rock with you. But that's why like any women I spend time with, they really gotta be gangster, bro. Like you can't just be like all like, man, why you didn't like it? Can't be, I don't know.
Because you're not soft. Listening to your songs, you're harsh.
You gotta be a certain type of junk for real. Like,
like personality wise, what would your ideal chick be like? If like somebody we would know.
I'm trying to think. I knew honestly, Jackie Brown. You talking movie characters? Jackie Brown. That's my ideal type of.
So you like older women?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I do.
How much older?
I say maybe about. It could be between 10, 15 years type of thing.
Really?
Yeah.
And so
I like that good 10 year. That's
10 year.
Yeah.
So that'll bring out the romantic in you.
Definitely, and I'm learning. You know what I'm saying? Like with them situations, and also there's a certain level of patience. Like with older women, it's like they don't. It's not that like unrealistic ideal of what a relationship should be, because it ain't like they like 22, 23 and got these unreal wild expectations, but still like don't really all the way know what they doing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's something about it. I can't do a chick that like swear she know up and down she know what she want, but don't even all the way know how to please or how to be with a man. You know what I'm saying? So I like a older woman because it's just I can level with them. We're just on some homie shit.
And what about like having other people in a relationship? Would you want it more so to be an open kind of thing? Like when you ever do get in a relationship, because the internet child say you married, you in a relationship, it say all kind of things. Nobody know what you got going on.
I done been like in like thruples and stuff like that. Like I'm like. You and your homegirl, like, yeah, both y'all, you know what I'm saying? But,
yeah.
And that was short lived, but, nah, I can't. Ain't no.
That's not your vibe.
Ain't no. Like ain't no niggas but me. Like I ain't finna.
What was the
but
biggest
you have
difficulty?
Multiple women though.
But what was the biggest difficulty with dealing with a thruple? Is it jealousy? Is it just dealing with everybody's energy? Like how does it fall apart?
They was homies, so it's like if one of them mad at me, both of them mad at me. Like
so you getting jumped?
Yeah, pretty much. It was, pew, pew. I'm like, bro, I can't do this. Like I thought this was gonna be less stressful. This double the stress.
So it's never been a situation where they were jealous of each other or you were giving one more attention?
Yeah, that's happened, but that was it was casual though. It wasn't nothing like serious for real.
Yeah. Woo, what's ideal though? So would you want to be in a relationship right now?
Not right now. I'm probably gonna. I want to be one of them dudes like when I'm like 40 something. My wife gonna be like a good maybe 27. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got the super bad wife. I got a boat. You know, I got the young kids. You know what I'm
see
saying?
that.
Like
I
I want to be like a old like dad, old husband type of thing.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna just chill out till then. You know what I'm saying? Just do my thing, learn what I gotta learn, live life, so that when it's time for that, I can be like, I don't got no regrets. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yo, there it is, man. Brent Faiyaz is in the building. All mine, man. Be sure you get the album Wasteland. It's out right now, man. One time for Brent Faiyaz.
Yeah.
Put it up on the morning hustle.
We are the morning hustle.